to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and we got the friends over. We're actually talking about being friends with a couple. If you see your friends in a toxic relationship, do you intervene? Do you talk about the problems that you're witnessing, or do you stay hush hush? What if you see somebody cheat? How involved do you get? Oh, things can get messy, and it is the Nightcap after all, so we need a cocktail to discuss these things, but it is dry January, so I've got Pamos here with an interesting cocktail that doesn't have alcohol in it.
That's correct, guys. It's a Pamos Perfect Margarita infused with THC. It's my favorite.
So instead of instead of alcohol, we got THC. Look at me, already messing
That
up.
is correct.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna show me how to make this later?
Definitely,
and tell
guys.
me all about Pamos.
Definitely.
All right,
I'm excited.
Kamoy. I'm excited too, and I know my friends on the couch are ready to discuss this very hot topic. So, let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, kick back.
All right, let's dive into this sensitive topic, shall we? I've got two new guests on the show. We've got Michael Pam in the building, looking sharp and green, baby.
Hey.
Welcome, welcome. Next to you, somebody I've met behind the scenes, Kiana McKenzie. Welcome to the show.
Hey, girl, hey.
And a veteran who, has some opinions he loves to share, Jeremy Jensen. And of course, la más bonita de todas, Cindy Urbano, back in the building.
Love to be here.
All right, just blanket question. Should we get involved in our friends' relationships?
Okay, so here you go. Because I was really
Cindy.
thinking about this. It really depends on the type of man they're with. Okay, and hear me out. So if he's just trash, he is horrible, doesn't treat her right, and she wants to cheat, girl, this never happened, go ahead, go and do it. Because he doesn't treat her right. Now, if he is really good and she's not noticing, he'll be like, girl, what are you doing? Like, you're gonna lose a good man. So it really depends on the man.
Okay.
How loyal I am towards the guy.
Okay, so this is you approaching your friend who's cheating on her partner.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything if he really is trash.
Okay.
Yeah,
Would you approach her if you saw her?
In the moment?
Yeah, like if you're
I
at a restaurant and you're like, oh my gosh, she's with another dude right now.
I'd probably text her and be like, hey girl, how are you? Oh my gosh, let's go to the bathroom. That kind of thing. I would never embarrass her though in front of the guy, no. No.
We know what Cindy's working with, Jeremy.
Oh, no way. I'm totally going to embarrass her in front of the guy. 100%. I'm going to be like, oh, is this the guy that took you to that restaurant last night? 100%. I want to put her on the spot. And if she's incapable of defending herself and thinking on her feet, man, she deserves to get caught.
Oh, no.
What about with the stipulations that Cindy put? Like, let's say she's with a trash dude.
I don't know.
Kiana's thinking. Kiana,
What
hit
happened
me.
to girl code?
Yes.
I just feel like Cindy said, if this is your friend, if this is your real homegirl, and this is a good man, then you say something.
Yeah.
If he ain't work, then that's all on y'all.
Yeah.
How serious is this relationship? Are y'all planning on do you have kids?
Ooh, that's a good point.
If this is a layered topic, this is a gray area, if you will. This is a real gray area. I like to use that lately.
Okay.
It's a gray area
It's a
topic.
gray area. We're going to make it black and white here in a second.
Okay.
Michael, what are your thoughts? You were ready to jump in.
Well, I want to know where the alliance is. Are we talking about my friend cheating on their significant other, right?
I mean, y'all really went into the cheating. I literally just asked, should you be involved in your friends' relationships? Was the only question I asked.
How much do they involve me in their relationship? That would be the question. If
Well,
I'm in
you
the
guys are
business,
close.
if you're my
You're
best friend and
close.
you tell me everything, then I'm already in it anyway. So
Right.
yes, you trust me enough to have an opinion, I'm gonna give it.
Okay.
So yeah, but I'm not calling you out at the spot. No, we're not. If I see you in action, I'm not.
So Jeremy's alone in this. Jeremy's alone in this moment.
But you would go up to your friend?
Absolutely. 100%.
That's-
No, I'm not
that's
going to
crazy.
call.
Okay, wait.
I'm not going to say anything to the other person. I'm going to say something to my friend.
in front of the other person?
Absolutely.
I'm
Okay,
not
but
doing
you
that.
earlier said her. If this is a guy. No.
What if it's a dude?
If the friend is a guy.
Yeah.
Then what?
I'm doing the exact same thing.
I don't believe it.
100%.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm not doing that.
Maybe I have unresolved trauma from past decisions that I've made.
That's
Okay,
fair.
so
That's fair.
let's back up a little bit and continue with Cindy's scenario.
Okay.
She's talking about a girlfriend who's potentially in a relationship where he's treating her badly. At what point do you say, hey, I don't like how your partner's treating you?
The moment I bring somebody else to introduce to her.
Hey, if your car's starting to break down, you're not just getting rid of it. You need to go get a new car first. And so I don't hate that logic.
Okay.
So those are the friends you worry about when you Nah.
I'm the friend that's like, where do we hide the body? Let's go.
She's a problem solver. I like her.
Problem solver. Okay,
I like her.
Kiana?
Okay, so I've had this situation happen to me.
Yes, come on, give us
That's
the
why I'm
tea.
trying to figure out how much I want to say. All I'm going to say is when I was in a similar situation, I did sit my friend down and I let them know, like, hey, girl, I'm not feeling this. But sometimes with some girls, they just can't leave certain situations alone because of other things.
Well, they might
They're
have really
stigmatized?
good.
You said it, I didn't.
I was gonna say they have a
She
really
said it, I
good-
didn't.
Yeah.
So,
So the problem with friendships and getting involved, I think, is let's say, yeah, you're witnessing your friend that you love and adore get treated like over and over again, and you want the best for them. You tell them, and then because they're gonna stay and they don't want to hear this negative talk, they get away from you.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I shouldn't have said anything, but like my loyalty is to you and I want the best for you.
right.
How do you teeter that line, Michael?
Man, for me, I'll give my opinion. So I'll say, man, listen, man, you don't seem to be happy. I don't personally like the way she's treating you. You could do better. But I think it's how often you say it. Like, I'm not gonna keep saying it. I think that's where
You'll
you
say
get.
it one
That's where you
time
get
and
the
that's
rift.
it?
That's when they're like, okay, now they start. You become the problem because you keep saying it. So I'll say it 1 or 2 times, and then as you see it kind of fall apart, it's like, I kind of, I said this already, but I wouldn't keep saying it.
Man, I don't know. I think you can warn somebody, but they have to like find out for themselves,
do.
right? I can tell
So-
the kids that the stove is hot,
But
but
they gotta-
until they put their hand on that stove, hey, they're gonna learn on their own.
Some
There
kids
you
got to
go.
get burned first to learn a lesson. Like my grandma say, some people got to bump their head. So
100%.
I'm gonna let you bump your head after a while. But I will say something. You wouldn't be a real friend if, like, I have real friends, that I've been around and I trust enough to get on to me whenever. So I'll do the same. But if you got to bump your head, you got to bump your head.
You gotta bump your head. And then later I'll tell you I told you so. All right, you stay right there. We continue the conversation after the break. Welcome back to the Nightcap. I'm here with my friends talking about being friends to another party. All right, we've got Michael, Kiana, Jeremy, and Cindy. We discussed, what we would do if our friend is in a toxic relationship. All right, now let's go back to the cheating conversation. Okay.
I love this.
All right, so we've discussed Cindy with a friend of yours that you see cheating out. Like, all right, if they're in a bad relationship, like, baby, do you?
Yes.
Applaud. If they're with a good man, we're gonna speak up. What if you see your friend's partner cheating on them?
Oh,
What do you do?
hell.
Ooh, Michael, you got nervous. Talk to me, darling.
That's a tough one. I'm not gonna call him out. I think I'm calling the homie right away though. Hey, my man's. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm calling. I'm telling. Now, if I can see them, I may give them the look like, I want you to see me see you. I saw you, so you saw me see you.
Yeah.
You might want to
Well,
call
that happened
first.
to me, but it was my boyfriend's father who was having an affair with another woman, and I walk in the restaurant and I was like, whoop. That's not his mom. But I did. I went over there and I said hello. And he saw me and he's like, oh, my secretary, so-and-so. I was, oh, nice to meet you, all that stuff. And then I looked at him like, and then I walked out. But I told my boyfriend, I was like, I don't know what the deal is, but your dad was out here with so-and-so. And he was like, oh, wow, okay.
Wow.
I told him.
And did you know for a fact before you went up there that it was a little bit more than just a secretary?
I
boss
stayed
out?
because I was watching. Because I'm not gonna approach until I really kind of see it. I was watching and I was like, okay, they were holding hands, they were cuddling, like that kind of moment. And of course, the moment I walked in, they were like, like nothing, and they get nervous. But yeah.
Well, the downside is this secretary, a lot of times they know that the man is married, and so
they
they're not
do.
necessarily trying to hide it, right?
Right.
But you don't know if this dad has rules of engagement with his wife of 42
He
years.
is an apologist.
Hey,
But no, you gotta mind your
He is
business.
such an
This
apologist.
is 2025.
He
You don't know what
is
they
such
got
an
going on.
apologist.
It could be open.
It could be an open
totally
relationship.
open.
Well, then
So,
maybe
yeah.
they can tell me, it's open. Okay, well, Cool. I'm
There's
sorry
no
I
reason
didn't
to drop
know.
your hands if it's open.
You know, I still.
It's no problem.
100%, especially if you're out at a restaurant and you're in your town. That's a bold man right there.
Man.
Some men don't care.
I don't know. I do the double call out. I'm approaching at the table doing the call out. Oh, is your wife here as well?
Oh, man, that's
And
crazy.
I'm calling the
Jeremy.
wife.
You
100%.
I agree.
Blow it up.
I actually agree with Jeremy.
Jeremy, you
All
just
hell
messy.
should break loose. You got that. Let me give you
Yeah.
that. Let me give you your tens
no.
for that one.
I'm not for
All
the
hell
mess. I'm
should
not
break
for the
loose.
mess. That's a little too
Not
messy
for the mess.
me.
Jeremy
Nah.
definitely is for
Man, he
the
want
mess.
all the smoke.
Okay,
No.
Kiana.
If it was
Smoke.
my friend,
Yeah.
my home girls, and it has happened to me before in the club, and I saw him in the section with a girl with his phone out. I'm in the moment again. And I had my phone, and I said, oh, and all of a sudden I realized I'm recording, and he's in the video. Sent it to her, walked into the section, tap, tap, tap. Excuse you? And I took a selfie with him and the girl, and I sent it.
So y'all,
She like stir
messy
the
going.
pot. Stir the pot.
Are they still together?
No,
Oh,
Of
okay.
course not.
Okay.
No.
she's welcome.
Yes. Yes.
She's welcome.
How did he react to you?
He was very upset, as he should be, but this is someone she also has a child with. So, and a fresh baby. So we don't
fresh
play about
baby.
fresh babies.
So you still want to add mess with a fresh baby? They got enough going on.
No. He need to wrap that up. He needs to wrap this up.
I mean, he might have
She's
needed.
at home with a fresh baby.
That's a lot. So I mean, he might have needed
All
a break.
hell.
Man, listen, it's hard out here.
What is this? It's hard out here.
Michael,
Which camera should I look at?
Sleepless nights. There's a lot going on. Like you just, I mean,
Maybe he needed to let loose.
he might have
Right?
got a
Well,
hall
what about
pass.
her? The girl
might
needs
have
to
got
let
a
loose
hall
too.
pass.
I don't know who to scream at first.
Okay, Michael, I'm gonna have to approach you because you're the one who doesn't want the mess.
I don't want the mess.
I feel like you're
don't-
very
I don't.
uncomfortable
I
with
feel
all
like
of
he
these
brought the
scenarios.
mess. He just brought it.
I don't want the
I
mess.
mean, what would
brought the
you
smoke.
what would you expect for your friends to do for you? You are being cheated on, and
Your
your
girls at
homeboy
the
sees
club.
it.
Oh, my homeboy. Oh, they telling. They telling. They got to
Do you
tell
want
me.
them to approach her and say, "Hey, where's Michael at?" Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they need to do that.
okay.
They will do that. They're gonna do that anyway. They're gonna go speak. or
But
something
you're
at
not
least.
gonna do that for them.
They gonna know.
No.
They're
I'm
gonna
gonna
know.
let
They're gonna
Michael
know.
think about his decisions. You stay right there, think about what she'll do, and we'll be right back with the nightcap. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been discussing how involved you get in your friends' relationships. We've got Michael, Kiana, Jeremy, and Cindy. And baby, Jeremy and Kiana will stir the pot. Cindy will do it nicely and let you know. And Michael's a little,
On the
like he wants people to tell him, but he's not sure how involved he'll get with you. All right, so when our friends become involved in a new relationship, how much do we vet their potential partners before we give the okay or the nay?
Well, I have to meet them first because usually the guys that don't like me are the ones that are not in a good relationship with my friend. They want me away. They know that I'm gonna say what it is, and like I can read you, I see you, and because I see them, then they try to like separate her from me. So if I get along with the guy and I know he's cool, like I see it, then I know he's like a good guy for her. So but it's immediate.
Yeah, you want to meet them early.
Yes, I need to
quickly.
know. No, because we're all hanging out.
Yeah.
So this is like a all of us relationship.
Like I am part of their relationship.
That's such a classy way to put it. We stalk them. I mean, the simplest way. A lot of my friends have burner accounts.
Oh,
So you,
Finstas?
I don't have a Finsta.
You just said you have a fence.
I said a lot of my friends.
Oh, birds of a feather.
you
got a fence.
We get on the burner account and you stalk them. You do your due diligence. It might seem a little wild, but that's the modern way, I feel.
okay. And so
Don't judge men.
At what point are you raising red flags or green flags?
If he follows too many women,
Yes. Or the people you follow, because I did go
The
out with
people
a
you
guy
follow.
and he
The
was a
people you
lot
follow.
into trans, and then I figured it was the other way.
Whoa.
I mean, it's really who you
That's been in
follow.
another episode. You should go
look
watch.
at me, I'm like, wait a minute.
See, I kind of like it when my friends date people and it's a dumpster fire because you need these stories for the plot for
You're
the
like
friend
the
group.
plot, for the
You
plot.
need them for the plot, and it's all good,
It keeps the
baby.
group message
Now, if
going.
he's ring shopping, if he's selling his house in order to pay for student loans, now we might have a conversation. But if he's just starting to date her casually, nah, I'm gonna let it blow
crazy
up.
one, then you're like, hell yeah, bro.
Of
Keep bringing those
course.
stories.
Oh, dude, she's so sexy, man. Come on, dude. I'll go for it.
If you like it, I love it.
You like it, I
If you
love it.
like it, I love it.
All right, Michael, do you agree with Jeremy or?
Yeah, I mean, if you like it, I love it. I will vet. I mean, again, if you're falling in love, and you starting to get out of character, you're trying to move in too. I mean, that's always a big thing. When we start talking about getting keys, I'm like, wait. Now I might need to get a fence. we need to see what we walking into, because we're walking in this together. Because I'm gonna be the one. You coming to later on, so I might need to check that. I'm gonna look into that. You talking about moving in? I mean, you know what happens then. You know, y'all going raw. Pregnancy can happen. Look, let's
Y'all going wrong. Like, y'all really exchange that sort of information.
I mean, come on now. It's the bro code. So yeah,
It's
we
the
got
bro code,
we got to
buddy.
line it up and make sure, you know, we do our due diligence on that for sure.
Okay.
You know, actually, this has me thinking a lot. You know, in the early parts of a relationship, you tell your friends everything. Like, oh, he layeth the pipe it down, or baby, she was so good.
Oh yeah.
And then they get serious, and it's like, oh, I've already shared so much nasty about my
I've
partner.
already seen his.
to my yeah.
We're showing pictures.
You're talking about the trans or
Does
the?
it get?
No, the boys.
Why would you circle back to that?
That's a fun story.
Does
for
that
another
make you
day.
feel uncomfortable?
Yeah.
That now that your forever partner, your friend knows a little bit too much about.
100%. 100%. Because one of my best friends, I'm a groomsman in his wedding coming up in January of next year.
You sharing too much info.
And he met her whenever she was the FWB of one of our mutual friends. He met her that way. So it's one of those deals where you know too much.
In different cultures, that's actually very normal, where you might have slept with your friend's now husband because of college. Or
Interesting.
That's
Different cultures? What are we calling out Persian people? What are you doing?
no,
Different
I'll
cultures.
say that is a normal topic, and it's not like taboo. It's just like, oh girl, yeah. Like when we were like freshmen. And it's just
We
like,
live
oh,
in
now
Houston,
she's...
honey. There's 6 million people. You better not be sleeping around with
No,
my
I've
people.
heard
Yeah,
this
that's a-
actually
that's a
more.
no-go.
I've heard
That's
this a
a
lot
no-go.
more than you would think. I'm not even joking.
Nah, that's weird.
Bridesmaid trips, like people get to yapping, and you're
I do
just
not
like,
want to hear no yapping about my
I just figured that
husband.
everybody's Eskimo brothers by now, no? Come on. Hey, let's see our mutual followers, Michael. Check them out.
All
Follow them
right,
at
while
yoga
y'all do
studio,
that,
bro.
y'all do that. I'm gonna head behind the bar to hear a little bit more about Pamos, because baby, I see some empty glasses. It's delicious. Welcome back to the Nightcap. I'm behind the bar because I've got Kimoy Joseph here from Pamos. And baby, you've been shaking some things up, but you're here to do what? Back that glass up! Yes. Okay, there have been a lot of empty glasses on the couch because this is so delicious. What is it again?
So it's a Pamos Perfect Margarita
Pamos.
infused with THC.
Okay, what's in it?
So it has a little bit of agave, freshly squeezed lime juice, and our Pamos signature spirit.
All right, let's talk about Pamos. All right, so it's THC infused. So it's a spirit with no alcohol in it, and it's supposed to get you feeling good.
Yes, it makes you feel super relaxed, and you make sure you have a great time.
Okay, so how much THC are we talking? Like, am I gonna be like becoming one with the couch, or am I gonna be feeling like a nice little buzz, you know, to be relaxing and talking with my relationship that hopefully my friend is or is not getting involved in? Like, what's the vibe?
The vibe is very mellow, and so
Okay.
it just makes you feel the same way as you're drinking alcohol. You just feel super relaxed, and you feel effects in 15, 20 minutes.
15, 20 minutes. Okay, so I should be feeling some things now. But I was sipping. I was slow sipping. And I see we have different bottles here. What are we looking at?
Yes, so we have our microdose, which has 32 milligrams of THC. We also have our signature spirit, which has 80 milligrams of THC. And we just came out with our Pamos Reserve. It has 160 milligrams of THC inside of it.
Okay, so the higher you go, the more you're gonna be feeling relaxed and mellow.
That is correct.
Okay, I actually want to taste it on its own. Do you mind?
Yeah, let's go ahead and pour you a shot.
All right,
So-
where can people find us?
So you can find us at Total Wine. We're also sold at Specs as well.
Okay, and what's the flavor profile?
So it's very herbal, very natural. It has a little bit of orange zest inside of it and a little bit of bitters
Very
as well.
herbal. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't taste like any other spirit I've had before. This is very unique. Herbal, but like a little kick at the end, in the
Yes.
back of the mouth.
That's correct.
And look at these thirsty people. Look, they're ready for their refills, aren't they?
Definitely. It's coming right up, guys.
Right up. All right, listen. Get involved if you need to, and stay out of it if you must. Cheers to you. We'll see you guys next time. All right, let me hear you guys. You're gonna have